welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you today. And I'm just so happy to have you back here, especially if you're one of my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for all of your support, all of your kind comments beneath my readings this month. I would like to welcome my subscribers and anybody new stumbling across the channel for the very first time to please consider supporting the Tarot Cottage by subscribing to the channel, hitting your share button, your like button, and dropping me a comment below, because as a thank you for your support here, I do offer a chance to win a free tarot reading from me here at the Tarot Cottage. And all you have to do is drop your comment below any of my readings this month for your chance to win. Be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you that you are chosen the winner and we can get the ball rolling. I will never send unsolicited DMs here on YouTube or on Instagram. So if you are getting messages from people posing as the Tarot Cottage, please be sure to protect yourself from people who could be trying to scam you. I do not send unsolicited DMs. I do not ask for payment for the free tarot readings when you win a reading, so be sure to protect yourself. I also have a link for Etsy for a personalized reading as well, and that link is below for a personal reading, and you can purchase one of those through my Etsy shop, and I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But for today's topic, we are looking at a connection on your mind about where is this headed? What action are they going to take over the next 30 days? We do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the Knight of Pentacles and the Red Stone. Pile number 2 with the White Stone and the Knight of Wands. And pile number 3 with the Knight of Cups and the Green Stone. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there could be messages waiting today from your spirit team. My timestamps are always listed below. Again, today's topic is all about a connection on your mind. Maybe you want to be in a connection with this person. Maybe there's been a lot of flirtation between the two of you and you just want to know where it's going. What action will this person take towards you over the next 30 days? Pile 1, pile 2, pile number 3. I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the Red Stone. You were also drawn to the Knight of Pentacles, and this is your reading. Where is this connection going? What action will this person take towards you over the next 30 days? Now, the Knight of Pentacles, you can see it's this beautiful dappled horse. It's gray. This person could maybe be a slightly older than you or have more experience than you, but they could be taking their sweet time when it comes to this connection, and you could be getting a little frustrated with the lack of momentum or the lack of clarity about what they're looking for, what they're hoping for in this situation. So there could just be a lot of thirst being created, and they're wearing this beautiful pink flower on the side, and they're covered in these flowers as well. But the pink flower, whenever I see a pink rose, I compare it to the red rose. I'm always comparing roses to the red rose. And when the pink rose is here, it means that our heart space is being affected. So you may be really falling for this person. I feel like this person might have a really good heart. If I'm honest, even if they're taking their time to show this to you, I feel like this could be a really good seed. But let's take a look here. I'm going to use the Angel Tarot for you to begin your reading, pile 1. What action will they take over the next 30 days towards pile number 1, please? The person on pile 1's mind. We have Strength. The Nine of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. The Hermit. The Queen of Cups. Back of the deck, we do have the Hierophant, and we have the Page of Pentacles. This opportunity could have presented itself to you in the work realm. It doesn't have to have presented itself in the work realm in this moment. There's just a definite sense of having a call to action and a work to do here. We're starting your reading with the Strength. We also have the Hermit and the Hierophant here as well. These are major themes that are being influenced by this situation. I feel that this person could have they could just be habitually very slow at taking action towards things. I almost feel like they're kind of shy, or they feel the necessity to take their time, like it's really important for this person to take their time. They see the opportunity sitting right in front of them, but they have this sense of responsibility that they stack up before their own desires. And I think some of this hesitation has a lot to do with procrastination, because it gives themselves the permission to put other things in priority above it. It's like, well, maybe I have a lot going on at work. Maybe I have a lot going on at home. There's going to be a lot of conversation, back and forth conversation that happens over the next 30 days. So there will be communication, which is really good. There's the Knight of Pentacles. And I do feel like the next 30 days is going to test your resolve a little bit. You can see here that the Queen of Cups, she's sitting there sipping a cup of tea. She's smelling a white rose, the rose of hope. I feel like over the next 30 days, it's not that you're going to lose hope in the situation. It's that you might lose a little bit of patience with this person. That the communication is going to be steady. And because the communication is steady, I feel like that's going to keep you feeling hopeful about the future. The Seven of Pentacles. But they are presenting themselves as a bit of a tire kicker when it comes to progress, when it comes to moving forward. And honestly, part of them, it feels like they're tired of holding back. Like maybe they're trying to be really respectful. Maybe they're trying to be, just to kind of prove the type of person that they are. But I feel like a part of them is kind of tired of doing that. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And they just showed me the Six of Pentacles as well. So again, lots of communication, which opens up the possibilities of so much more happening. Like I feel like tempted over the next 30 days to reveal something really big to you, to reveal their truth, to reveal their feelings. They feel tempted to do that. But it's their lack of faith within their own heart space that slows them down, I feel. And they feel a little bit intimidated by the Divine Feminine here. You could be a Leo. An emphasis on like the hair, an emphasis on just the way that you carry yourself, specifically your hair. They're intimidated by that. And I feel like that you get a bad rep. When it comes to Leo energy, Leos get a bit of a bad rep because sometimes we look like we're unapproachable, but we're actually really insecure people, and we overcompensate, trying to be the confident position leader that we are touted to be. We have the Tower coming out here. Back of the deck is the Four of Swords. Oh, this one's flipped over. And there's the Three of Pentacles flipped over with the Devil. I feel like you're going to be disappointed with the progress over the next 30 days. Although there's going to be communication and lots of opportunity in that communication to create those epiphanies, to create those truths, to let them out. I do feel like you may feel frustrated with their efforts over the next 30 days because they're trying to tame their own fears by making progress or by taking careful, calculated steps towards you. Perhaps, again, even in communication. But I can't deny that they are holding back. I can't deny that there's this frustrating delay that they seem to be perpetuating. So they are perpetuating the delays here, but I do still feel like there will be constant communication that does come through. It's like you're waiting for this big breakthrough. And they could be, I feel like this is something very familiar, the sense of waiting for this person. I feel like you're not going to be 100% surprised that they're not going to be very revealing over the next 30 days. It's like they've made a habit out of retreat. And the truth is, here, back of deck, Hanged Man, Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, it's like they're waiting for a perfect in or a perfect opportunity that's not going to allow them to risk anything. The Five of Swords that comes in with the Tower can feel like a very heavy energy. And the Spirit's saying that you may actually gaslight yourself into believing that they have no feelings for you during this period of time because you see slow progress. But this is where your guides are now coming in with a separate message for you about grounding your own empowerment and acknowledging truly who you are and the influence that you have over other people, the way that you inspire other people. We have the Moon and we have the Temperance. So I do feel like the next 30 days, I don't feel like there's going to be the progress, at least not yet, to the revelations that are needed here. I do feel like there's an obvious attraction, there's an obvious connection that does reveal itself to you. And that's what keeps the hope alive in your heart space. It's obvious that there's more here. But they're also saying that it may still take some time to initiate the truth out of this situation. This person may still require time to build up that confidence, because they're a little bit defensive or really worried about what you're going to say. There's attachment energies here. These attachments could represent so many different things in the 3D, so many different things for the collective who I'm reading for today. But overall, they're insecure because of what you represent. There's going to be flirtation, but I even feel like their flirting skills need some work. It's like, again, they're looking to you for that confidence. They're looking to you for that leadership skill. You could be the leader when it comes to the flirtation in this conversation that you have over the next 30 days. But Spirit says we still need some time, or this person still requires patience in order for things to bloom even further in the connection. What action will they take over the next 30 days, please? I feel like even despite the lack of physical effort, the conversations are going to be very enlightening. We have like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So if you feel like this person's retreating, the very worst thing you can do is retreat as well. If you feel like they're not being open and vulnerable, the very worst thing you can do is to match their energy. They're talking about how like attracts like. So if we want more awareness, if we want more clarity, we may have to be the ones to bring that forward. We also have focus on love, look for the good in everyone. And that's what they're asking you to look with your heart instead of what your temperament might kind of communicate to you, because we all hate being kept waiting. It makes us start to doubt ourselves. And so your guides here say that the work that you're being called to do is to focus on what you represent. And they're talking about how this person is a really good person. Like, this is a good egg, even though they are a little insecure, maybe they're a little shy perhaps. There's a lot of good momentum here, a lot of good possibilities for the future here. So it's not over the next 30 days. I just feel like there is going to be a recurring of events of what you have experienced up to this point. It says here, spending quality time together, listen and talk to each other, but that's how the quality time is going to be spent. You may not be physically spending time together, but there's going to be lots of communication, and it does almost feel like daily communication that does come in over the next 30 days. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. To be honest with you, I feel like this could grow beyond the next 30 days. I just saw the engagement card, moving our connection to higher levels of commitment. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from other people. And trust in the timing. The situation is calling for you to have some faith. There's going to be lots of playfulness. There's going to be lots of flirtation in these conversations. But I also feel like you might have to be the person that brings forward that sense of playfulness. I feel like this person has a bit of shy energy, or they're just unsure of what approach to take when it comes to this connection. Let's get some thoughts and feelings that this person will have towards pile number 1 over the next 30 days. What will they be thinking and feeling in regards to their action, or what they feel inspired to do? I still haven't made up my mind about what kind of action I want to take. Knight of Swords. But they're still moving. The Knight of Swords is still a movement card. He might be jumping to a conclusion, but he's still moving. I listened to every word you said, and they're going to be listening to every word that you say in these communication phases over the next 30 days. So Spirit says there's power, empowerment in that. Speak from the heart. That could create the epiphany that they need to give themselves the permission to fall in love. And that's what I heard is fall, but falling into you is what I heard. Overflow of fresh start and emotions, so a new initiation being needed, I feel like, in the next 30 days. It says here, I didn't see what was right in front of me. 4 of Cups. So if you feel like you're being overlooked in some ways, just know that that's an internalization of what they're experiencing right now, and how they feel like this is a brand new opportunity, but it's making them step outside of a comfort zone. We have here make you jealous, so you might be triggered with some insecurity, because it says, I ruin everything I touch. And this feels hopeless. And ultimately, they're highlighting this energy of hopelessness because they're operating from those old crutches. I feel like this person doesn't have a lot of confidence I feel like they feel a little unworthy at times in love, and this affects the momentum. This affects their ability to move forward in a quick way. You give me mixed signals is also showing itself on the back of the deck. But don't you worry, I'm coming. And that's actually Spirit's advice over the next 30 days. There's really nothing to worry about, except that maybe we're not experiencing somebody who enlightens us completely and says, you know, I want to be in a full-fledged relationship with you. I feel like the concern comes in from the unknowns, but it's also the unknowns are a reflection of their heart space. I've kept so much of myself hidden. But they have so much to share. I feel like there's so much for them to share. We have here, you deserve someone better than me, putting you up on a pedestal. We also have a couple that have fallen here. Yeah, I'm patiently waiting for the right time, but I heart you. I'm focused on me right now, Knight of Wands. An impulsive sort of sexuality with that Knight of Wands. I can't even look at what I've done, and if pigs could fly. They're just, that's why they have to wait, because they're waiting for confidence. They're waiting for confidence, or they're waiting for the perfect moment because they've been hurt. So they're being very cautious about the future. But I also feel like they're really cautiously optimistic about you, pile one. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number one. What to expect over the next 30 days. Advice. Ace of Cups. I feel like this is just the beginning. There's an initiation process here that's happening. Here's the Four of Swords. You might feel restless. You might feel like you're ready for more. There's a sense of like somebody getting back into the dating pool or kind of throwing themselves back out there. There is kind of a tug of war between their desire to get back out there and some muscle memory of resistance. Here with the Nine of Wands in the reverse position, it's like somebody who is a little bit paranoid, I guess, about going forward into this new love cycle. Just a little bit paranoid, even though they feel really, really magnetized to you. And this is a golden opportunity towards getting back into the dating pool. We have A and Q, questions and answers, perhaps. The Kundalini awakening. We also have commitment cycles for the divine masculine. I feel like this person's commitment material. They could have gone through commitment cycles in the past that have really played a number on them. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have fear from the divine feminine. We also have an emphasis on angels watching over the situation and children. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. Nursing energy as well coming through. We have here Leo. They're talking about nursing a wound. So this could be nursing as far as a career transition, but also nursing a heart space. Lots of attraction specified to your lips. They really enjoy your smile. And we have watermelon. So somebody who is really thirsty for a physical connection. Pile one, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Praying for you. Please drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading. Be sure to hit your notification bell as well. And check out my links below for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to as well. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number two. You were drawn to the clear quartz heart. You're also drawn to the Knight of Wands. And this is your reading. What action will they take towards you over the next 30 days? I'm getting a really strong sense of crystal clear intentions here from this Knight of Wands and from the heart that you were drawn to. The Knight of Wands is very passionate. The Knight of Wands wants you in a very physical way. He doesn't always focus on responsibilities, and he doesn't always focus on where it's going to take him. He just kind of gives into that immediate need, that immediate desire. So this could be a sign of kind of the crystal clear intentions that they're coming forward with, or some of their desires that they're coming forward with at this time. So let's take a look here. I'm going to use the Affirmators Tarot for you to begin. What action will they take towards pile number two, please? Two of Cups. I love starting there. That's beautiful energy. We have the Hierophant, and we have the Ten of Cups. These are very big cards. What action will they take over the next 30 days, please? The Chariot. the Temperance, the Magician, and we have the Ten of Swords. Back of the deck is the High Priestess, and there's the Four of Wands. Look at how the High Priestess is winking at us here, and here's the Four of Wands with the Devil. I do feel like they have very crystal clear intentions towards you over the next 30 days. I feel like there could be a very sexualized experience that happens, or that they really want to explore with you. They've kind of been motivated by taking action towards you, or kind of taking advantage of an opportunity with you. They've been really motivated by that. Really motivated by that. To the point where it's kind of starting to minimize their ability to kind of protect themselves. It's like they're not thinking about the consequences. So they're just thinking about taking advantage, like this cheetah, of an opportunity with you. And that's their intention moving into the next 30 days. Even with the High Priestess, it's like she's winking at us because she knows something that we don't about what this next 30 days could bring in for us. And it's going to be pretty physical, and it's going to be, yeah, very physical, and it's going to be very playful as well. But she also kind of has a secret about where this momentum is going to take the two of you. She's speaking about the electricity of the jellyfish. The electricity of the jellyfish. And now she's showing the jellyfish rising. And she's really highlighting, you know, those red, like, drink cups from parties. I don't know what they're called. The red cups that, you know, people always put booze and stuff in. I think you're going to be going out with this person and having fun. You're going to be going out in social situations with this person. Maybe we're going to be lowering our inhibitions a little bit together, because things are moving forward in the next 30 days. Things are moving forward in a very, again, I feel a very physical quality to the next 30 days. Very sexual quality to the next 30 days. We have the Justice. But again, there's secrets that are coming in from your higher self and from your guides that are saying you don't realize what momentum is going to be created here, because although it may start with this fire, very crystal clear intentions, he's going to make his intentions or her intentions very clear about what they want. There's enlightenment coming up, and with that enlightenment provides opportunity for us to plant brand new seeds together. Because this just feels like kind of the beginning. Yes, it's just the beginning. And although it's fire that kind of gets us in motion, love follows. Love follows. They're speaking about sort of the difference between how the divine masculine interprets sexual energy and how the divine feminine does. And we've talked about this before on the channel, how divine masculine energy will sometimes gain confidence over physical union, whereas the divine feminine feels like she needs to maybe fall a little bit more emotionally connected to someone before she gives herself over to the physical. It's like she gains safety from emotions, the masculine gains safety from the physical. And so it's still a gateway drug. No matter how we pose it, it's still going to project us somewhere else. So even if it starts with a lot of physical energy between the two of you, it could be taking you to a relationship. I always say my first position card is so important, and we start with the Two of Cups. That's why I'm so happy to see it there. That's why I'm happy to see the Justice here too, because this could be the outcome. The Knight of Swords or Knight of Wands, as I said, doesn't know where he's taking himself through his impulsive actions, but his higher self says it could be taking you to a relationship. It could empower you in such a way that it takes you to a relationship. And the seahorse is a symbol of surrender for me, of surrendering to where this is going to take us, the momentum that it's going to take us. So your guides are actually encouraging you to step outside of your comfort zone, take a leap of faith in this situation, if you feel called to, of course, because it could lead to this opportunity of being physical with each other, having fun with each other, could lead to new romantic starts. And I feel like this person's going to make you laugh. Like there's a lot of fun to be had over the next 30 days. You guys are going to have fun. And this fun, although again, very, very fiery, gets us starting to look at the future a little bit more deeply in a very practical way, in a very sensible way. It's like we start to plant seeds in the physical that ultimately could bear fruit in the emotional realm and in deeper connection beyond that 30-day mark. In fact, they're giving me a 2-month mark now. They're saying the next 3 months in this connection are very critical. The next 30 days is like the ignition, the initiation process. And then the 2 months that follow, you could be moving into a relationship with this person. You might be able to define it as such. So don't be afraid of where this path is leading you. There is the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes we can get wrapped up in how things begin. And because the collective has judgments and expectations that they weigh down on us, we will sometimes bear the weight of other people's judgments. And your guides are here to say, let things unfold the way they're supposed to unfold. This person will perhaps give crystal clear intentions about what they want in the immediate moment. But your guides are also trying to keep your motivation open to where this could lead you beyond that doorway. Because there's the Star. And this could change directions into something so much deeper than what we anticipated in the beginning of the opportunity. So your guides are saying they're really kind of excited about the next 30 days because they feel like this is they're going to be a beautiful domino effect that could perhaps land you in a definable relationship with this person. Just the beginnings, just the baby stages, but that's exactly where we need to start. Your guides are being very crystal clear too with their request for action here and including yourself in the cycle. This is the romance of a lifetime. The ignition over the next 30 days could lead to true love. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And what it's teaching us is how to love ourselves first, because our self-respect makes us more romantically attractive. And they're talking about your own self-respect. They're not asking you to adopt the mentalities or the observations of other people. They're asking you to trust in your own decisions, your own discernment here. We have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to life. So this could be somebody from your recent past as well, or somebody that you're already dealing with in the present moment as well. And they want you to, they're talking about freeing yourself of limitations in your own mind. Freeing yourself of all of the restrictions that you feel like you have. We have here spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. They have spoken about past life connection here. And although there's an ignition of attraction, like very strong physical attraction, very strong connection in the physical, it's actually a physical representation. That ignition, that attraction is a physical representation of a deeper connection and the possibilities of more here. We have here treasure your loved ones. It is important to love each other deeply and love who you are. And that's what I love about this, because they're talking about developing a true love for yourself and how once we develop that, everything else follows. All of our other relationships will start to match that energy. And so they're just speaking here about loving who you are is an asset to help treasure other people, because if we're loving ourselves properly, then we know how to love other people properly as well. Now we're going to get some message cards here to see what sort of thoughts and feelings this person is going to be experiencing over the next 30 days in reference to you and your connection. So what thoughts and feelings are they going to be having over the next 30 days that will prompt this action, please? For pile number 2. You are so beautiful. What do you need me for? So lots of compliments, boosting your ego a little bit here over the next 30 days, showing you off as well, distracting you with like a lot of, again, they're very crystal clear about wanting you, and they're going to be very crystal clear about wanting you and they're going to give you lots of attention, and they're going to give you lots of compliments. We have love me, but that's actually what they're looking for. They may not even be able to acknowledge that to themselves in this moment. They're on a search for something. And I feel like this is also a very physical request. Listen to your heart. What does it want? What do you want? And although we keep talking about this person being very sexually motivated, the truth is they're a bit of a love bug. The truth is that they actually want deeper connection in their heart, and they're a worrier. It's like, I worry about us a lot. It's like, please give me time. I've never felt this way before in their attraction to you. It says here, this love scares me and they're waiting for you. But that's the Justice of 11, and it's going to perhaps end in a romantic beginning, this romantic relationships. We have light, so clarity coming in. This is also initiation of a new cycle with the Ace of Swords. And we have definitely crystal clear intentions. It says here, I hope that you'll wait for me. And they're highlighting that 30-day time period where we're just restless, where we're exploring. And then the time frame afterwards, the next 2 months or so, where we're going to be using the momentum, the force that we kind of got ignited in the next 30 days to create more deeper romantic connections. But underneath, look what's underneath. It is going to be very physically charged and physically motivating, or motivated for the next 30 days. Let's get a charm bowl, please. They're also advocating for you to make sure you have crystal clear intentions towards this person about what you are open to and what you want to do, because your guides aren't trying to force you into anything you're not ready for. In the bowl, please, for pile number 2. Temperance. Temperance can be a very physical situation, or a very physical card, because it speaks about mixing together. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. They're talking about a lack of confidence that could be that the divine feminine might have to deal with in this moment. So you may want to take your time over the next 30 days, and your guides are just giving you an overview of what this person is kind of open to. You, of course, get to walk down whatever path you choose here. And if you feel like taking your time to explore it, your guides encourage that as well. But they do encourage an exploration. They feel like it's a really good turn of events in your life. We have here a nickel from 2015. I do think of doing the work, a very family-oriented creature. I think of May and Taurus. We have 2 starfishes in the bowl. One is white and one is black. They're talking about the yin-yang and balanced forces between the two of you. 2 Aquarius energies potentially could be presented here, or lots of Aquarius. We have express yourselves in clarity, or we could drown in our emotion. And we do have here our higher self referencing the opportunity. They keep coming forward with this opportunity and knowing something we don't about the future in this connection. There could be a lot of healing that we find through this connection. And it's mutual healing. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Please drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below. But I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the green heart. You are also drawn to the Knight of Cups, and this is your reading. What action will the person on your mind take over the next 30 days? Now, the Knight of Cups wants to be in love. Like, the Knight of Cups loves the idea of it. He's very romantic in nature, a little bit hesitant to be emotionally vulnerable sometimes. So they sometimes hide behind a really pretty exterior and sort of gifts and offerings. They sometimes use that as a bit of a distraction. So this could be a really good sign of somebody spoiling you over the next 30 days as well. You were drawn to the green stone too. And so I just feel like somebody who is, they're highlighting Virgo for me. Even though we have the Knight of Cups here, they're highlighting Virgo. So they could be highlighting your energy. They could be highlighting sort of the goddess energy as well. But they're also showing me this curled shell, which is my symbol for the High Priestess. So this is somebody who is perhaps going to hold back a little bit, maybe present the best version of themselves over the next 30 days and not show that vulnerable side. But we're going to use the Golden Girls Tarot for you to start here. What can pile 3 expect over the next 30 days? What action will this person on their mind take? 10 of Wands starting the reading. Ace of Wands coming out with the 3 of Swords. Three of Cups. Two of Cups. And we have the Hermit. It's kind of coming out sideways. We're going to leave it just like that. Back of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So let's clarify this as we go forward. What action will they take over the next 30 days towards pile number 3, please? Seven of Swords. Eight of Cups. Two of Wands. The King of Swords. And the Ace of Cups coming out sideways as well. Here's the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this person's going to kind of pop up unexpectedly with communication over the next 30 days. And they're speaking about friendship. But it's not friendship, is it? It's not friendship. There's like a really strong flirtation that happens back and forth in this situation. And there's an emphasis on the cherries on top of this pie. So they are referencing the desire to break out of a friendship and into something more. I feel like this person's going to communicate something like that to you over the next 30 days. They're going to communicate to you their desire to be more. But it's like the difference between actions and words, because they're speaking about how they have to put their money where their mouth is what I just heard. You have to put your money where your mouth is. I feel like they actually communicate something pretty vulnerable to you. With the Six of Cups, with the Three of Cups energy, they might communicate their desire to be in a full-fledged relationship with you, which feels very exciting and very inspiring. And then I feel like their actions don't match it, like beyond the communication. It's like they start to slow down their approach. They slow down their practical steps towards you because they have to start with an initiation of the Ace of Cups. Before we can get to the Two of Cups, before we can arrive at a relationship, we have to get to the Ace of Cups or get through the initiation process. And that's where I feel like they start to kind of hold back. It's like they say everything you want to hear, but their actions don't necessarily match that frequency, because it's like you're waiting for them to follow through. Here, there's a Tower. It's like I'm waiting for them to follow through. I'm waiting for them to make adjustments. And they may need the time to make the adjustments because they could have to make some pretty heavy adjustments. And I am reading for the collective, so please take that as it resonates, because not everybody's scenario is going to look the same. And I have a lot of different energies that are floating in. But it's like they reveal something to you. They bring forward some type of what would seem like an offer. And then it feels like I don't want to say they renege on the offer, but it feels like they pull back the offer a little bit, or they feel like now's not the time. They have to be careful with their approach when it comes to igniting this relationship. Their motivation to be so vulnerable with you could be very physically charged. Like they enjoy being around you. They enjoy talking with you. They enjoy a banter with you. Like they like that. It makes them feel really good about themselves. It makes them feel really good about you. But then their logic, and it makes them realize their desire to be in a relationship with you. I feel like this person genuinely wants to be in a relationship with you, but I think that there's something that gets in their way. It could be their own logic. They get in their own way in some way. Whether it's emotional or physical, they create a barricade. So it's like you get some acknowledgement and you get some clarity, but then you have to wait for them to physically prove it. And I do feel like overall you find it disappointing, like you find it unfulfilling overall, because we end up here again. My first position card for me as a reader is so important. The 10 of Wands with the 7 of Swords is talking about how I'm still coming out of that 30-day time cycle feeling uncertain about what's next, and maybe telling myself that I don't feel uncertain, trying to stay optimistic because they've given me a little bit of clarity and they've given me some hope. But I'm still concerned overall about where it's going. Now, this next 30 days could be the inspiration for someone to walk away from obstacles that are getting in our way. So, for instance, if they're obstacles themselves and their own fear, they have the opportunity to move away from that. If the obstacle is something physical, another relationship, for instance, the inspiration is there to walk away from it. But I feel like they slow down that approach. So they're sort of showing me the next 30 days kind of like a chameleon, and the way that a chameleon works. The chameleon kind of moves across a branch and goes forward and then comes back, goes forward and comes back. And I feel like you're going to sense that with this connection. I feel like you might be the one that feels a bit grounded with the Hermit energy. You may feel a little vulnerable about where this is going, and your higher self is speaking to you about that vulnerability as you continue to progress here. For some, it may serve as a bit of a warning. Because although we feel kind of motivated by each other over the next 30 days, the obstacles also present themselves to us very clearly, and we have to be careful about the steps that we take. And so I do feel like there's a slow progress towards the relationship that we want to see. I don't think that the full-fledged relationship forms over the next 30 days, although I think they communicate with you the desire to be in one. And once we have the clarity, and once we have even the obstacles lined up in front of us, it can give us the opportunity to find the solutions. So overall, the next 30 days can be very productive for this connection. Your guides and their guides are going to be waiting for both of you independently to listen to the notes of your own intuition to guide you through this next 30 days. Now, they are saying, although you may find it disappointing or a little dissatisfying, the overall effort that they put in over the next 30 days, it could still be very temporary for you that you feel that way. You could still feel really abundant beyond that time period. Because I feel like there's a lot of clarity. Some of the clarity could even come in during a flirtation phase or during going out together, having fun together. There could be something physical that happens that is a part of that clarity, part of the clarity of saying to the world and saying to ourselves that we want to be in a relationship. There could be something physical that happens between the two of you that would communicate that very clearly. But even after that's communicated, I feel like this person retreats a little bit. Because it kind of rattles them. It rattles what they feel called to do, what they feel called to continue to do, whether it is to step outside of a physical comfort zone or their own emotional comfort zones. But I feel like this connection feels deep for you. Like the Six of Cups is not just any old connection. This is somebody that you want to hold space for, and that maybe you're willing to wait to hold space for. I feel like you've been waiting, or you have been waiting to share this with this person, or to share the acknowledgement of the connection being mutual. And they are highlighting two people that are very much equal in how lonely they independently feel, separate from each other. We have here, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And I think that the next 30 days sets us up to do that, although it does also set us up to see the obstacles in front of us. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And that could be also a part of giving the relationship a chance and acknowledgement of what we need to move away from. Release. Release from the past. Even back of deck says release your ex. May be a part of this walking away from perhaps third party, but the next 30 days is the inspiration that gets us there. If we choose to give our relationship a chance, we also have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and reconciliation. Six of Cups, Three of Cups, very, very strong in a reconciliation energy. Again, someone from your past returning, someone from a deep friendship that's returning to your life, or someone who you would consider a strong connection coming forward with some type of clarity, either in their actions or their words or both. But it just sort of sets the tone for what's to come beyond this 30 days. I'm going to use some Entanglement Oracle cards here to see what sort of thoughts and feelings this person is going to be having over the next 30 days in regards to their actions. I've been shook since I laid eyes upon you. And it's very eye-opening. I will say the next 30 days is going to be the inspiration towards a lot of change. It's very eye-opening. The things that happen between the two of you. There's a lot more clarity that you both want to be in a relationship with each other coming in for the next 30 days. I feel flattered that you notice me. I want to meet up in our dreams. So they may have been dreaming about this opportunity to begin with. And there's a sharing of, like, there's a sharing of information, or there's a sharing of our dreams over the next 30 days. I can't go on like this, ball and chain. So having to detach or walk away from things that are holding me back, whether it's my own insecurity or my physical surroundings. It says here, I can't decide. Tell me how to make this right. And there is a decision to be made. There's a choice to be made, a wrench in our plans. And the wrench in their plans is their indecision. The wrench in their plans is not wanting to be seen. Enrapture me. And they're giving me a sense of like being brought up, leaving everything else behind, just helping me to rise above something. It's like, save me from something. It's what I'm hearing. It's like, I want you to save me from myself, or I want you to save me from the obstacles that are getting in the way, from this ball and chain. I am touched by how much you care about me. And they seem to come to a revelation or recognition of that. And about the mutual quality of this deep connection as well. You are my safe space. And can we start all over again? Perhaps without the games, perhaps without the confusion in the situation. It says here, please don't give up on our connection. And I do feel like that's the request coming in at the tail end of that 30-day mark, is don't give up on us. Even though there's obstacles, don't give up, because we both know what we want. Charm bowl for pile number 3, please. Advice for pile 3 over the next 30 days in this love connection that is on their mind. Oops, once out of the bowl. Out of the bowl is the world in the reverse. Hanged Man, the 3 of Pentacles. Now the world reverse does speak about, you know, unfinished cycles. So the next 30 days won't necessarily finish off the cycle, but it's starting to try to set us up to get out of complacency, to have us surrender to a new environment, or have us surrender to a new foundation. Because ultimately here, this 3 of Pentacles is talking about how this next 30 days is going to bring us a benchmark of opportunity. And we get to decide if we're going to take advantage of that opportunity by pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone, by declaring how we feel right along with this person. I feel like this person might hesitate to follow through with what they say, even though what they say I feel like is very authentic in what they want. We have the Eiffel Tower falling over. They are referencing for someone watching, and not for everyone, but having to walk away. Someone having to walk away, maybe from third party, not being able to take it back. We have the yin yang. You are always in my heart. Pisces energy. The letter P and D. We have pizza, and we also have the shamanic feather for healing as well. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me, and to help us to get words of encouragement back towards you as well. I just love that you are always supporting each other in the comment section as well. So be sure to drop your comments below. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below as well. And I do update that shop daily. So I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.